F1 News: Lewis Hamilton upset, Robert Kubica backed, Pascal Wehrlein future. McLaren boss Zak Brown has speculated that Lewis Hamilton has quit social media because of the negative feedback from his princess dress incident. Hamilton was widely condemned for a video in which he shamed his young male nephew, who was showing off his Christmas present, a dress. The Brit initially apologized but then deleted his entire Instagram archive and Twitter archive, across which he has more than 10 million followers. Brown said yesterday, "Obviously the amount of feedback looks like it's upset him, to the point where he said, well then I won't do anything. That's a shame for all the racing fans who love Lewis and want to know what he's up to. Hopefully that situation will settle down. We want to hear what Lewis is up to and he has the biggest following. So if he pulls off social media, that would be a loss for everyone. Robert Kubica needs more time to prove himself ahead of a potential return to F1 at the age of 33. Kubica tested for Renault and then Williams last year, but is understood to have struggled with the tires during a post-season test in Abu Dhabi and was outdriven by Sergei Sirotkin. The Russian, who also comes with more than £10 million of backing from SMP Racing, is understood to be the favorite for Felipe Massa's seat, which would leave Kubica out in the cold. But Pirelli's Mario Isola, who spent time talking to Kubica in a feedback capacity during the session, believes he needs more running on the tires. It is clear that if you take a driver who didn't drive a Formula One car for 6 or 7 years and the Formula One car he is driving is completely different to the one he left when he stopped because of the downforce, because of the tires, because of everything, he actually drove our tires in the beginning of 2011 in the preseason test in Valencia, so it's not completely true that he never drove our tires. He was able to adapt quickly, Isola told Racer. But you cannot pretend that any driver, in that situation, jumping in a car will be quicker than a driver who was involved in many tests or many races. Give him the time to adapt and to show us the full potential. I believe he is still a very quick driver. Pascal Wehrlein will not be dropped by Mercedes despite losing his seat at Sauber for 2018. Wehrlein is part of the Mercedes Young Drivers program but was on loan at Sauber last year, only to find himself ousted by F2 champion Charles Leclerc. The German looks set to miss out on a seat in F1 2018, but Mercedes boss Toto Wolff insists he still has a future with the team, even if the Austrian is currently unsure exactly what that is. Pascal definitely deserves a place in Formula One and is certainly one of the fastest drivers, Wolff told Autosport. At the moment it looks a little bit bitter as far as the available race driver seats are concerned. But he's definitely going to be on our team. It is unclear whether or not he actively participates in a racing series other than Formula One.